'Tis I, your host, PoGokeRo. Today here for the next fantastic season of PoGokeRo's Pirate Broadcast. Hi, yes, good morning. Hey, yeah, it's me. So welcome to the other side. We made it. Yeah, we made it. We are on the other side of the vote. Dig it. Yo, what's up, Captain Pones? I see you jumped in.
I am here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So yeah, how was your weekend?
It was a weekend. Like any normal one.
What does that mean? Like, dead hookers under the bed? Like
just blah.
Gangsters in the closet?
Just blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a blah week.
That's alright. I didn't do anything on Saturday either. I just like stayed home. I hid away inside the shelter of my little cave. But yeah, and I played a lot of Minecraft. Oh, yo, of course the election happened, so things are like nuts, crazy. Did you vote?
Yeah, I voted.
All right, excellent, sir. I appreciate your assistance. So you're at Skyrock Junction. Can I ask you to come back to Central Station?
All right, coming right now.
All right. So yeah, hey, since you're on a ride right now, do you know what today is? Today is Veterans Day / Armistice Day. So I want to stop the music for a minute. Do you know what that's about? The Armistice Day.
No, but I've heard of it before.
Okay, so in 1918, before that, I think 1912 is when it started. There are many great powers in Europe. Like, no one was really top dog anymore. Like, there was England, there was France, there was Germany. They were all like struggling to see who could like be number one in Europe. Before that, it was France. France was the last big fight. That's when they had Napoleon, when he tried to take over Europe. That was the last big war, European-wide war. Then that died down. And then, so all these great European powers are trying to like make sure that like they're watching all these other European powers get stronger. So they tried to make alliances with other European powers so that they wouldn't get, surprise attacked or whatever. But the problem was that what was happening was that the old world order was breaking down, and that no matter what you did, like, it was going to break down and things are going to get reorganized. So eventually that's what happened. And all of Europe started fighting each other, and it was massively horrible war. That was the first war they used chemical weapons. They used mustard gas and and chlorine gas. Like, they didn't know any better, right? They just found this stuff. They're like, oh, look, this is great. Let's use it. And this is the first war that they used machines to help fight war. Before that, you didn't really have machines. You might have had artillery, might have had cannons that you had to carry out, but it wasn't really war, right? If you wanted to move your army marched. There was no jeeps. There was no train. There was no like armored personnel carrier. You walked. Go over there. Okay, let's walk. Like everywhere.
Good God.
So World War I was the first war where people were still walking around like regular analog, but they started using machines to help deliver bullets, like machine guns and stuff. So they were fighting the war with tactics from the Napoleon War, but with machines from like industrial age. So it was massive carnage. Like, think about Europe, man. Europe was like pretty well off. They had like a pretty distinct class society where you had your upper class like pretty separated from your lower classes. So when they went to war, remember the officers all came from the upper class. So when they went to war, they sent all their upper class people off to war, this World War I, and they all got slaughtered. Like, all of Europe lost its cream of the crop, its best people, because they all sent them off to war to get slaughtered for no reason. Like, it was awful, awful, awful. And have you seen the videos when of the shell shocked? We call it PTSD now, but back then they didn't know what it was called, so they called it shell shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they people couldn't stop moving because they were so like adrenaline overloaded from all the mortars, because that's all that happened,
Yeah.
right? Like you dug into
Just
a position,
constantly.
yeah, and the enemy just shot artillery shells at you. They couldn't aim very good, but they didn't have to. Like
Yeah.
months and months
Eventually
and
you'll get
months.
something. Yeah.
So months and months and months of never-ending thunder. Finally, finally, it stopped one day, and it became quiet. And when that became quiet, it was like God was speaking to mankind to remember what it was like to be in peace when they weren't slaughtering each other. It was the most amazing thing ever to hear just quiet after months and years of artillery shells. So I have a poem. There was a poem that someone wrote um, named Wilfred Owen. He wrote this poem about World War One. I'm going to read it to you real quick. It's called Dulce et decorum est. Bent double, like old beggars under sacks, knock-kneed, coughing like hags, we cursed through the sludge, till on the haunting flares we turned our backs, and toward our distant rest began to trudge. Men marched asleep. Many had lost their boots, but limped on, bloodshot. All went lame, all blind, drunk with fatigue, deaf even to the hoots of gas shells dropping softly behind. Whoop, whoop. Gas! Gas! Quick, boys! An ecstasy of fumbling, fitting the clumsy helmets just in time. But someone was still yelling out and stumbling and floundering like a man in fire or lime. Dim through the misty panes and thick green light, as under a green sea, I saw him drowning. In all my dreams, before my helpless sight, he plunges at me, guttering, choking, drowning. If in some smothering dreams you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him into and watched the white eyes writhing in his hanging face, like a devil sick of skin, if you could hear at every jolt the blood come gurgling from froth-corrupted lips, obscene as cancer, bitter as the cud of vile, incurable sores on innocent tongues, my friend, you would not tell with such high zest to children ardent for some desperate glory the old lie, dulce et decorum est, pro patria mori. Patria mori. That last little bit is Latin for it is sweet and fitting to die for one's country. It is sweet and honorable to die for one's country. That's a lie. This poem's saying it's a lie. It's horrible. That was written about World War One, about watching someone die to mustard gas.
Ugh.
World War One is awful, man. Over 20 million people dead.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and that was the first one, because then there was another war after that. Hey, are you on your way over here, or what's going on?
I'm trying to figure it out, but there's no cart at this place.
Okay, where are you at now?
I'm at the rainbow place.
Okay, so you want to go into Central Station. Hit the
Yeah, it
button for
says to
Central
Central
Station.
Station. I hit it, but nothing comes out.
Oh, there's no light?
No, there's no cart. There's a light. There's no
Okay,
cart
so
on
the
it.
cart, so walk into the string and then walk back out. And it should pop up.
What
Yeah,
string?
I'll go to you. I'll go to you. I'm going to you. Just chill out. I got it. Oh, oops. I forgot to mark. I've made some changes here, and I'll tell you about them.
Yeah, I don't see any string.
Oh, I don't know what happened there, but so World War One was so awful that that yeah, they said we can never forget this, which is why there's Armistice Day, the day that they stopped fighting, and everyone wears a poppy to remember, because everyone died, everyone in Europe. So even back then, America wasn't really a power, right? Like we were kind of like the new kid on the block still, and that was when we like kind of the other powers like, oh, there's America, look at them, okay. But okay, so there's a movie called Gallipoli that I saw when I was in 9th grade that my high school teacher, my history teacher, had us watch. Um, Before then, I was like a stupid kid. I'm like, oh yeah, war's great. I watched this movie called Gallipoli about World War One, and that movie messed me up. That movie made me anti-war. So if you ever get a chance to see it, it's with a really young Mel Gibson. So Gallipoli is a
Mel
little spit of,
Gibson.
yeah, Mel Gibson, really young. So Gallipoli, what happened was Australia got dragged into World War One too, right? They're part of the Commonwealth, so they sent troops just because they thought they had to. Well, they got sent to what's Turkey now, but back then it was Ottoman Empire. And there's a little jut of land, a little peninsula called Gallipoli, where because of a series of like miscommunications, a bunch of these Australian troops got stuck on a plot of land, and they all got slaughtered for no reason, just because of miscommunication. So they just all got marched to their death. And Australia, because they'd never experienced anything like that, Australia, that messed up Australia big time to send a bunch of your young, happy kids and have them all die because of like some mess up. Someone miscommunicated something.
Uh,
So where are you?
I'm
I'm at
slowly moving. I'm getting attacked by freaking birds.
okay. So I'm at Liberty Station, and I'm going to the Rainbow Bridge now.
What is Liberty Station?
Liberty
Oh,
Station is that?
I managed to find your string right now, so I'm on a cart, but I don't know if I'm
Okay.
on a cart to the right place.
I don't think so because I didn't
I
see
really
you.
don't think so, because I am now
So
at
I don't know where you're going.
I'm all the way up in your Crystal Palace thing.
Oh, okay. So okay. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm coming right back that way. It's right there.
I see you now. Alright, so this big place is Democracy Station. Let me tell you about it. So yeah, if you get a chance, go see Gallipoli. It'll show you about World War One and why that place is evil, or why that World War One is evil. Okay, so this is. Let me also tell you some more here. Oh, get the music going.
Oh, see, I tried to get there from the other place, from down there.
Yeah. Okay. So here, check this out. Now, I was teasing you a lot because you use a controller, but on Twitter, I follow this guy named Steven Spoon. That guy's a disabled gamer. And what he's all about getting kids in order to be able to play games. And a lot of times these kids have disabilities. They can't play games with a keyboard and mouse like I do. They have to use specialized controllers to help them.
Yeah, they have that
But
new one
a lot
that
of
Microsoft made.
yeah, but a lot of the controllers that are out there, like the ones that these kids need specialized controllers, not just your standard controllers.
Yeah,
So-
Microsoft makes the $100 one now.
Yeah, well, Steven Spoon talks about how he encourages game developers to write software to use these specialized controllers so disabled kids can play the game. So it was lame of me. I made fun of the controller thing because 15, 20 years ago, when this thing first started, it was like the funny joke, which is better controller. The mouse
I know
keyboard.
what you're saying, yeah.
Well,
People
okay, it was
still
haha
are.
funny back then, but times change, right? Like, just like you can't excuse old racist people for being racist because they're old, you can't excuse old gamer people for being dumb because they're old. So, I'm sorry for being dumb, for making fun of your controller.
Microsoft
So
though, they make a controller for $100, and it's a controller that you can actually it mods and it does. You can do all the inputs and all that. Have you seen it?
no, I haven't. I didn't even know
They
about this.
recently just released it like about 3 or 4 months ago, and it's pretty nice. Like it's an actual controller. Like anybody can use it. It has 2 huge buttons on the right that you can kind of like I don't know. You can basically
Program?
remap everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
And like supposedly it's really good.
Cool. Yeah.
And then there's
Yeah,
another
because you know,
thing
video games.
called,
There shouldn't be any limitations to playing video games. That's why we come in here. Is because there's no limitations except the ones we put on.
You should look at the one place.
Look at
There's a
me.
place called Able Gamers also. If you have time, look that place up.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
a charity that does that. They basically try to make it so that kids that have disabilities, they try to make it so that they can play games and all that. Pretty awesome. They do some good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So in that frame, I remembered all the problems that we had regarding the train station. So I tried to. So what I've done is I've taken 3 different designs. I've taken the cart launch by Skippy6 from his awesome best train station ever video, because it really was awesome. The reason why I know this is awesome is because you were telling Sarah about how you loved it. All right. Then I took the cart return system from Ken from K1 Gaming, so that is on here. And then I took the train station from FedEx Gaming. And I really like this train station. It's cheap and it doesn't.
I like him too. He usually gets me my packages pretty quick.
Oh, you know FedEx Gaming. You know him.
He gets me my packages super quick.
Oh, no, the gaming, not the.
Oh, the gaming guy.
Okay, so here's how it fixes. Instead of having to click 3 times, you only click once. You click the station you want to go to, and then you just get in the cart. It'll go off automatically.
Then what is this middle one?
It's the reset button.
Oh, okay.
So this is Democracy Station, right? This quote, if given the truth, they can be depended upon. That is Abraham Lincoln talking about the people. Abraham Lincoln said, if given the truth, the people can be depended upon to make the right decision. So he is talking about democracy and why democracy is great. So we're in Democracy Station. Okay, also the other thing I wanted to fix, because this happened with Pocket, is if you accidentally bump this and it launches by itself, normally it would mess up the whole system. So I had to go in here and I had to fix this to make a switch. This switch here, this tripwire, if the cart's empty, will send the cart down here, back to the cart return. And if it's not empty, you're gonna go on to your destination. So if you don't pick a place, if you hit the cart by accident, it just goes underneath. If you don't pick a place, you just loop back around. Oh, I picked a place. Sorry. All right. Well, come to Central Station, please.
All right. Now you gotta outrun the law.
It's a cart, not the law.
I'm trying to play Red Dead.
I know.
He's all like, I just killed myself because I didn't want the sheriff to come after me. I was like, well, then don't do bad things. That's your bad. You robbed someone.
Sounds a little too close to home. People commit suicide, not to go to prison.
Yeah. Oh no, these things are attacking me again.
Oh, the Phantoms. Let me tell you about them. So I had that big like level 4 map that I wanted to explore, and in the map there was a blotch of red. I'm like, what's this blotch of red doing on my level 4 map? It has to be really big to show up on this map, because none of my train lines show up on the map. So I took a horse and I went way out there to find out what this red spot was. Well, I found out that it's a place where like 3 different giant ravines meet, and it goes all the way down to bedrock. At the very bottom is a giant pool of lava. It's giant. So I was like, wow, this is really cool. And I was looking over the edge to look at how far down it is and if I can go down there. I hadn't slept in like days. So, of course, a bat that I wasn't even looking at swooped down, hit me from behind, knocked me over the edge, and I fell all the way down into the lava. Far away.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so somewhere there's my favorite horse tied to a rope in the middle of nowhere. By himself.
Nice. Oh, you don't know where that is?
Nope.
I thought you said you had the map. Oh, you lost the map, huh?
Yeah, because I fell in the lava. I lost all my good stuff, everything.
And you can't stop the lava somehow and go. It's gone now, but...
No, it's gone. Yeah, it's totally gone. You can't swim in lava. They changed it. You could at least... It used to be like water that you could swim in lava and try to get out. But now,
okay.
lava, like, you just sink. You can't really swim in it. Like, you're just dead.
Your feet start melting off.
Yeah, like, you're just done. If you fall in lava, just, like, let go of the keys and just enjoy the last few seconds.
Just sit back and relax. Oh, what time is it?
Okay.
Okay. I gotta remember to end it at 9 today, because last week I was freaking late to go do that fluid. So I was like, oh crap, I forgot.
So over here, I made a little shrine with 11 poppies. Remember when God spoke clearly to mankind? Quiet, when we stopped shooting each other. Okay, I also retrofitted this station to have the same setup so that if something goes wrong, it just loops back. Except this one, I had to really hack it in because I had no space. There's no space. So, like, yeah, things are a little bit ugly in this one because all the existing stuff here. But yeah, so if you're a human, you hit this, it flips that track up there and you go straight and you go on to your destination.
Instead of the return track.
Yeah, if you're empty, you go down this little track down here, you go down here, and then you come back up onto the K1 Ken Gaming cart return system, which I dig. And then the Skippy 1 or Skippy 6 cart launch system.
Skippy 6!
Yeah, that guy's great. So they're all great. All three of them combined to make this wonderful station.
Like a Voltron machine.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, let's go outside for a quick bit.
You have a lot of skeletons in your place. You want to tell me about something?
Oh yeah, that's because you're using the standard texture pack. I'm using the kawaii, the zigzag.
You're very morbid, sir.
Yeah, I know. If you look on my screen, this is all beautiful stuff.
You have all this nice stuff here, and then you have all this death and destruction. You start walking down, it's like, whoa, should I go in these carts? What's he trying to tell me?
Yeah, Holy crap. No. Look on my stream, and you'll see the beautiful things that are really
biggest
there.
Burning skull I've ever seen before in my life. Jeez, that thing's huge. The snakes coming out of the eyeballs. What the heck?
So I've reworked my system here. Yeah, this is elevator. Now we just take elevators to go into my house. So here's the elevator in.
Oh, just the water?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I like how the water just stays there.
Yeah, right? Like,
so does it flow whatever direction you want it to, depending on how you place it?
No. See, these signs are necessary because they keep the water in there. If that signs weren't there, the water would spill out and make a huge mess, and that'd be very sad. Just like how I have the signs here holding up this picture.
I see what you're saying.
No, that's only up because the bubbles push you up.
Oh, it's the bubble.
Yeah, so to go down, you go over here.
Oh, that's not as fun.
But it's a lot faster. I mean, I could put water there, but it's slower. Falling is the quickest way to do it.
You need to make a huge one like that goes all the way up to the sky.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing.
You just start shooting up in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one that goes. Eventually, I'm gonna do one that goes down. Here, come this way instead of doing this. Come back up here. Come back in. And then here's the one to my mind.
Oh, that one goes up. Yeah, you gotta make it bigger.
Yeah, well, eventually from this...
On that?
What?
Can you fall any height on this water?
Yeah, because I have water right there, and then I have a bunch of
you just
platforms.
hit it.
Did you take
What
damage?
if it was? What if it wasn't platforms? No, I was just asking.
Oh, you would
Like, what
take
if it was
damage
just
and
ground?
probably,
Oh, okay.
probably die.
Oh, so you lower the ground and then put the water there.
Yeah.
That is so hilarious.
Okay, so I reworked this a little bit, so this one works. Come on down.
I don't know how to come down. It's not letting me.
Just right click on the. Is there a cart there?
It's not working, and I don't have a right click.
All right, hold on. Let me. Ah! I was coming back to get you. I was coming back to get you because you said it wasn't working.
No.
Alright, well,
You bumped me back up.
just come back down.
Hold on, now I gotta figure out how to get a card out.
Oh, just walk into the string. And then back out.
Oh, it's not working. I'm stuck up here.
No, you're not. I'm watching.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm stuck again. Alright.
Alright. So this system is basically the same thing I had before, which is you come down here, if you're a human, you hit the wire, and you turn the cart to come into the station. If
Yeah,
you're a mine cart, you get
Barely
routed.
see that wire. It doesn't even look like a wire. It just looks like a bunch of dots.
If you look like
This stinking game.
so, this is the automatic loader.
That's that thing
Things in
digger.
here. Things in here drop into this cart, which then go up to the main one. But so first you fill it. Let's take 7 of these things.
Too bad you can't have your own minions down here working for you. What the heck, yo?
That's what I was trying to get
Bunch
your
of
kid in here for, right?
Oompa-Loompas. Yeah. He does it randomly, but I think he just likes to randomly stop it and cause havoc.
So you see, I put a bunch of stuff in here. It went up into there. It unloaded into this chest, which unloaded into this cart. And then when this cart was filled, it went all the way up there to the automatic item sorter, where it's gonna deposit it and then come back down. The problem is that it's only one train line. So if I go up, when it comes down, we collide.
Oh, well. Jeez, that's crazy looking.
Isn't this rad? It's awesome. This design down here is by NanoRex, and then that's just a standard. Everyone does this one, except I made the modification because on Bedrock things don't. This doesn't work unless you put the ramp on there. All right, so that's all my great stuff that I built.
Gotta
I spent a lot of time doing all that modification, but I felt bad for making fun of people who use controllers. So I'm like, man, I gotta make some kind of like concrete change. So this system that I made for the train, I think makes it so it's much simpler and it's easier to work. I'm gonna make one that goes all the way down eventually and all the way up. But this is like just, I just wanted to see if I can make it work. And it does, it works great, so I like it. Yeah, it's fun too. I did that all day.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, senor. So let's go somewhere and then talk about stuff. Actually, here, do you have an axe? I need wood. Let's go chop down your forest.
Yeah, I have it.
Come with me, sir. We're gonna go to your forest. This is the first place I went to get wood when I first started this world, and it made me so afraid to walk this far away from my base. I was afraid when I first started playing.
You can hack it with a pickaxe, right? It's the same thing as axe in it.
It'll take a long time, yeah. But remember when the train line went through that tunnel?
Yeah.
So let's chop down these trees because I need wood. So yeah, okay. So the election just happened. I mean, do you know much about that, or does that interest
Not
you at all?
much. I mean, 1 and 1, right? Each one owns a piece of something. Like one owns the House and the other Senate or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. It was always going to be a long shot to win the Senate. So we didn't win the Senate. The Democrats didn't win the Senate.
So
They won
why
the
is that?
House.
Is that because not all the seats open up at one time? Is that what it is?
Yeah, only
Okay.
1/3 of the seats open at a time, and all the seats that opened this time were almost all Democratic seats.
So how do they figure out how it opened?
It's already like predetermined, like a pattern of which.
Okay.
So, but the Democrats won this huge majority in the House. Like it's a wave. It was so big. Like they and then with all these with the House comes the big power, which is committees. Because committees have subpoena power. Did I tell you about subpoena power?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and so that's what the big deal is that now everything that Trump has been hiding can be seen, which is why the very next day after the elections, Trump fired Jeff Sessions. So
Yeah.
Jeff Sessions is the Attorney General for the
He's
Department
that
of
older
Justice.
guy?
Yeah, from the South, the Cuban elf
Yeah.
guy.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he got fired. The reason why Trump picked him was because he was going to defend Trump against the Russia probe. But Sessions got caught lying before Congress. He purged himself. He said he didn't meet any Russian guys, and he did. So because he said that and he got caught, he had to recuse himself from the Russia investigation, which means he can't really do anything about the Russia investigation. Which means it fell to Rod Rosenstein, who appointed a special counsel, Robert Mueller. That made Trump very angry because Trump needed there not to be any Russia investigation. That was Jeff Sessions' job. His whole point was to stop the Russia investigation, and now he can't do it. So Trump really wanted to get rid of Jeff Sessions for a long time. But if Trump fires Jeff Sessions, that's a problem because there's a difference, right? If the guy resigns, then you can hire whoever you want. But if you fire the guy, then anyone you pick has to be approved by Congress first. So Trump didn't wait for Sessions to resign, because Sessions wasn't going to resign. Trump fired him. So that means Congress has to pick the next Attorney General. But Trump picked somebody anyways. He's like, no, I want my friend right here, my good friend. I want him to be Attorney General because he already said that the Russia probe can't go on. He already said it. That's why he's gonna be Attorney General.
Yeah.
What's hitting you? Oh.
I don't even know where you're at. I'm
so
lost.
So we have a constitutional crisis because if Trump's friend becomes Attorney General gets all the information regarding the Russia probe. And if Trump is friends with the Attorney General, that means Trump gets all the information that the FBI has. Which means he can totally defend against the Russia investigation because he knows everything the police knows.
Yeah.
So it's like having a man on the inside. Where'd that Enderman go? Where'd you go, man?
I don't know. That's why I just said I'm fully lost. I'm so scared.
How could you have gotten lost? I'm looking right at you.
You said to go and cut wood, so I went that direction there was wood, and I didn't know you stopped. I thought we were gonna keep going a little bit.
Yeah, I stopped right where we I stopped where I made that tunnel.
I see you. Now.
You didn't go very far. You're within the thing.
Yeah, I'm still in there. I was just freaking out there.
Alright, well this is your forest, dude. I'm just chopping trees down over here. Yeah, you didn't do anything in your forest.
Yeah, I did. I pruned it. But it grows back, right?
And then here's your lake water that you made.
Doesn't it grow back?
Trees? No, they don't grow back. You have to plant them.
No, the leaves don't grow back?
No.
Maybe someone replanted the leaves on there. If I just cut
I
out the
think if
wood.
the tree grows more leaves grow, but it has to grow another level. Like trees have like levels of growth.
Level.
So that's a huge constitutional crisis with Trump trying to put his buddy into the Supreme Court or onto the what's it called? Attorney General.
But has he already appointed him, or he's just saying?
Yeah, he's already appointed him, even though he can't do it. He did. I think your inventory's full because you're dropping all your stuff.
Yeah, it is full. I'm just too lazy to empty it, so I'm just chopping it. You can pick it all up.
I know, dude. Suck at that.
Oh, I'm not gonna do anything with the wood. You can use it. I have enough wood. I don't need any more. Why is that so funny? What the heck? Just saying. Man, I can't believe it's already the middle of November. That's crazy. This year is flying by.
I guess. The older you get, the faster it goes, I think.
Yeah. It's almost the best day of the year, Christmas. I just like Christmas time because I like the freaking lights and just the way that it feels.
See, I don't know. I kind of like was thinking, man, Christmas is like kind of like.
I like the music and all. I mean, for the most part. I mean, it sucks that, you know. I don't know. I just like, you know, the music and the way that everything kind of feels and the lighting and all that.
Oh yeah, when everyone's nice. And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, when everybody's nice. Not when you go out trying to get a parking spot and then you got people trying to stab you because freaking someone took your parking spot or something. Or these people that you're like, where did you come from? You don't come out 364 days of the year, but on this one day you come out so you can buy presents for your friend. Be like, keep your ass at home and use Amazon. Don't even come out anymore. Just do us a favor. Jesus, they don't know how to freaking interact with people. They're inside all day long, and then when they go outside, they get all nutty.
Well, that's me, right? I don't go out. No. I don't interact.
Yeah, you go out more than freaking other people. There's people that just get crazy. Then we got freaking Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah, that's the one I like. I like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's okay.
Man, I live so far away from everyone. It's just like hard.
Yeah, Sarah and them are going to Tucson with their family this year. I gotta stay back and work, so I will be alone for a week. I hate being alone. It's nice for freaking a couple hours, but when you're used to it, fucking it sucks after freaking a couple hours. You're like, oh, it's so quiet in here now.
Yeah, no way, dude. I would be like, I really like having alone time a lot.
No, I don't. I have my own alone time freaking in the bathroom. We like to
it's
just
not enough
talk.
though.
We like to just talk. Oh, you just take like freaking 20 quick breaks a day. You're okay. You get to take out your aggression too.
Whoa.
I'm gonna choke the hell out of you today. I'm in a bad mood, buddy. Oh no, please don't hurt me, mister.
Wow. So it's a little boy.
Like, what are you doing in that bathroom? Nothing! Arrgh! You just hearing stuff go push, push. Throwing stuff around in there. Why are you limping? Oh, I don't know. I'm okay.
This sounds like you're reliving like an experience you've already had.
Oh god.
What else do I want? There's so much that's been going on. I can't even like. I wrote down like all the bad things that were happening. Like things moved so fast since the election that like I can't like even talk about all of that stuff. I didn't want to talk about it. I don't have the energy.
I don't, the one thing freaking you don't though is like once it's over, like you notice how you just don't hear anything anymore. It's just quiet now. Before you used to get the commercials and all of this stuff, and now it's just like boop, back to just normal.
Yeah.
I was having people text me. I'm like, good God! They're like, don't forget tomorrow's election day, Mr. Larson. I'm like, good God.
Stop.
Everything.
Type stop. You're the
I'm like,
roof of
oh
maze.
crap. That was a big old
Oh, that was a creeper.
Mr. Kanish.
Pick up all these saplings so I can replant after you're devastating your own forest.
I'm not Devin, I'm leaving the freaking leaves.
Yeah,
The
which
leaves,
fall off.
the leaves will repopulate.
No, they don't. They fall off. You have to pick up the stuff to replant them.
No. That would be foolish. Why would you have to do that? Gosh dang it. Just for that, you're gonna get it, sheep.
Let's grab all these saplings. Oak saplings. Yeah. I was just really proud of how I combined like 3 separate ideas into one mess. I was like, man, that's awesome.
Forever though?
It took a while because I had to figure it out and work it out. I had to think about it. I mean, first I thought about it in my head, and then I'm like, oh, I got it. And then I had to wait till I get home from work so I could actually try it. Then I had to like work on it because it didn't work the first time. Then I had to wrestle with getting the tracks to go in the right direction, and it was kind of a pain. But once I got it, then I'm like, oh yeah, this is not so bad. I can reproduce it.
Reproduction.
So yeah. Yeah, and then you know what? Because I keep losing all my good stuff, I want to make a villager breeding center. Like I used to like not want to deal with that. I didn't want to turn villagers into slaves. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't care.
The video game, you need them to make your stuff.
Yeah. One of my cats destroying my my blinds.
Mess it up, kitty, mess it up! Get!
Okay.
Dang it, it's cold back here. Oh, God.
Yeah, like the temperature's changing a lot. I got like 3 or 4 blankets on my bed.
Like, oh. Yeah, I know. I had freaking. I usually sleep with only a sheet, but man, I gotta have another blanket now.
Oh no.
Well, I hate it because I do that thing where you have the blanket on, you're like, damn, it's so hot now, and then freaking you're like, all right, you take it off, you're like, damn, now it's so cold. Like, well, dang it, make up your mind.
Temperature regulation. Yeah.
I need to make a blanket that has the built-in fan. But the fan only blows, it moderates every like 10-15 seconds. It'll blow hot heat and then cold heat, or cold air, hot heat and then cold air. Just
don't they call that an air conditioner?
We have one, but the air conditioner freaking, trust me, when it turns off, that freaking, it's still blowing around, the fan's on and it's still blowing around that cold air. It sucks. It sucks. And for some reason, I cannot stay warm anymore. I am fucking freezing. I am freaking cold.
Really? Maybe because, I don't know. I don't know. Why would you be cold?
I am freezing because it is cold. Oh, God. And I don't want to put a blanket on either. Man, I just dumped out a bunch of junk there. There's food and everything in there. Bunch of good stuff for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid
it.
Just pick up the
food, there's arrows, and there's everything in there. And there's iron, and there's a couple gold bars.
I'll take your iron.
You gotta grab
I've been
it all.
stealing people's stuff all over the place. I'm like, oh, Pocky's not gonna need this. Pocky's not gonna need that. They're not gonna need this. They're not gonna need that. I just took everything. So
Just snatched it all up.
I mean, I would like them to come back. I'll give them their stuff back, but yeah.
He needed it.
I did. Look at the stuff I made. If they ever come back, they'd be like, wow, I don't recognize this place anymore.
Look at the stuff I made.
Replanting. You gotta finish it. Finish it. Dump this stuff off. Lake water. Running low on food. Block of iron. Wow.
Who's got iron? I got iron.
Yeah, so... Yeah, you gotta build something in here, man. Come on, build something so I can work on it.
Ooh. What did you say, Corey? Oh, you said something else. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you chopped down your whole forest, man.
Who?
You did.
No, I didn't. This forest is like this. You just gotta replant trees.
Yeah, look at this giant space.
With sporadic freaking green cubes in the air.
Yeah, I don't have any more saplings planted there.
I got a ton right here. Take these.
Take all your saplings. 32, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So yeah, man, I don't know, I'm just tired today, I think. I was like all working hard for the show, and now I'm like just too tired to talk about it. I mean, I really like my train
It's been a long week. A long week.
Well, so much happened. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so do you still think the Russia thing is a silly joke, or?
I mean, I'm sure that there's, you know, there's, you know, that it happened, but I mean, I don't know. Like I said, who knows?
What do you mean, who knows? I'm telling you, like a bunch of people know. That's like the whole point. We're trying to get you to know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. It's just, I don't know. Like,
You don't see how it affects you, or like?
maybe how it would affect me, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess it would affect me in ways that I probably wouldn't notice anyway, because, you know, I don't really pay attention to a lot of the political stuff anyway, so. I'm sure it does affect me somehow, but, you know, I obviously don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, gosh, there's so much. It's going so fast. Even I'm a little bit overwhelmed. That's why, like, today I'm like, oh, I don't know what to talk about. There's so much.
There is a lot.
And I just don't, like, there's so much voter suppression in Georgia. Like, the guy who's running for governor in Georgia, or
Here,
senator
take these
in Georgia.
ones too.
Where'd you go?
Right behind you. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to drop it.
Grab the stack and then just throw it off out of your from your inventory. Grab the stack and then just toss it off. Toss it off the side.
Toss it off the side.
So that guy, it's pretty obvious that he's trying to manipulate the vote. he tried to stop the vote in so many ways by closing stations, by purging voters, and but even with all that attempt, the vote is really, really close between him and the Democratic Stacey Abrams. Even with the voter suppression, it's still really close. So they're still counting votes and doing all sorts
is he
of
the
wrangling.
one where they're still counting it and all that?
Yeah, he's the one who was the Secretary of State while he was running for governor. So he was the one counting the votes while running, or not for senator. He was the one counting the votes as well as running for the office.
For the office.
Yeah, and he was also counting the votes to see who would win the office. So he's the one who came up with all these things.
I win.
Like, yeah, he's the one who's like, oh, this is where Democrats vote. Let's close the polling stations. What a jerk. Yeah, like, oh, are these Democratic voters? Let's purge them. Like,
But if
he's
he
really
closes
bad.
the polling station, can't they have somewhere else to poll at?
Sure,
I mean,
but
yeah,
it's far. It's
I
far
know,
away.
obviously, but yeah, I was gonna say like that.
And then there's not enough, right? There was one place that only had 3 machines for thousands of people.
Yeah.
Like that,
Oh, yeah, I heard that there are some places where they are like in crazy lines and like they had to like wait forever.
yeah. So they're trying to stop you from voting. It's not like I'm not like,
Here,
people don't make this up. There really
I
are.
got more right here.
Have you been chopping mine down and then just giving them back to me?
No.
Because that would suck.
I wouldn't do that.
It looks like you have.
I've been doing it for like the past 10 minutes. And you just keep replanning everything and going like, hey, I got more. And
Stop!
just, cool, whatever. And you're just going over. I'm like, do you just not remember? He's already done this like 3 times already.
Stop it, yeah.
Like everything, I just kept I'm right, and then after a while I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it right behind you. So I started following you and doing it. And I was like thinking at what you were doing it, and I was like, he still doesn't notice. And I was just like, doop, doop.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's
Put
go,
it
let's
down,
go.
pick it up, put it down. See, like it's all empty over here.
I know, it sucks,
putting them
dude. I'm trying to. Look at this, I just did this!
No, you didn't just do this. How do you know that? If you just did it, it would be there. You don't have it on tape or anything. There is no proof.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!
No, it's so good. I got like 7 minutes and then I gotta get ready.
Alright, so we didn't really do much this time.
We planted a lot of trees.
Shut up.
And replanted a lot of trees.
Shut up.
Where did you go? Which way are you?
I'm going back to my base.
Is that towards the moon or away from the moon?
Toward the moon.
Alright, I see it.
So yeah. Well, I got more wood.
Yeah, me too. Robert said he had wood, and I was like, yeah, I got wood too. I got more.
Alright, well, I think I did a pretty good job here, man. This is like a...
What
well,
happened?
I gotta get the villager trading hall set up so I can start just trading villagers for really good tools instead of making them myself and all the enchantments.
Give me your tool.
It's just a lot of work trying to figure out, or trying to get all the experience to make the tools, and then to die and lose all the tools. That's just too much to bear.
Don't fall in lava then, yo. Come on now.
That was some
fault
stupid
is that?
phantoms. Just gotta work on this bed, sleep on it all the time. Ow.
Oh, I couldn't lay on top of you. Wouldn't let me lay on you. What the hell? Lame.
Now let's go somewhere.
No, I'm gonna log off here, otherwise I'll be freaking lost again.
Okay, okay.
Then go get milk. There's cows outside. Go milk them.
close this off. Yeah.
Oh, good job.
That's just a pretty window.
Tell it's Sunday morning and everybody's up. Everybody needs something. I need milk. I need this.
So it comes in this way, down this way. Empty carts go down here to the cart return system. All right, it's awesome. Yes. Yes, Robert, it's awesome. We know you worked really hard on this for a long time. Good job. Ow. You can do that all day.
They just keep coming out. How many are in there? Or is it a short trip to the thing to return?
It's a short trip. Here, go down there. Go down. Go down. Go down right here. Down here.
Oh, I guess so. By the time it reaches here.
Come right here and stand right here and look that way. Okay, so there's... And then I'm going to show one. Here, stay down there. I'm going to do it the long way. When I...
It just keeps falling.
Oh, damn it. How did this happen? Did I hit this button?
What did you do?
I went down. It took me off on a...
Are you going to sous le maire bien bleu?
La guerre sous la mer.
Yeah, that's where you're going. I pressed that button earlier. Did you get in it?
Yeah, and so now I'm going back. I'm heading back.
Yeah, I pressed that button earlier.
Alright. So you can see... I did it so you could see when it comes from the very far end.
Oh.
And then plus, you know, if you wanted to watch it, you could watch it from the other station that had glass on the floor so you can see it.
I don't have any money. You're tripping. I need money. What kind of request is that? Most time people ask for milk or sugar or something like that. I have $5 there. That's all you get. Oh, good God.
All right, senor. Well, this is the hour.
Yeah, I gotta start doing some cat fluids.
And today's Memorial Day, or not Memorial. Today is Armistice Day, and today is Veterans Day. So I just wanted to say.
Tomorrow's the observed day, I think, or no?
Yeah, observe. But today is like the day.
The day, okay.
And I am grateful. I'm very sad about war. I don't want it to happen again, and it looks like that's where we're heading. So,
Hope not.
well, I mean, if we can get rid of Trump, that would help. But Trump is trying to align us with bad people. He is bad people.
Yeah, he is.
So.
Well, let's just hope for the best.
Yeah, well, no, there's hope for the best is not much, right? You gotta act and you gotta talk. You gotta be something. You gotta be more than just like hope things work out.
Yeah. Hope it works out.
All right, senor. Have a
All
very
right,
good day. I'm going to. We're gonna log off here. So catch you later, Captain Pones, and then America. Peace out. Next time.
Peace out, everybody.
Out. Stop recording or stop streaming. Stop streaming.